Hello art friends, welcome back. It is Lady Draws a Lot. I am an illustrator and a comic book artist, and I am here today for another unboxing, using, and review of Sketchbox. This is the March edition, and I am going to march right to my art table and open it and use it. It's not really a march, is it? It's more of just a pivot or a swivel. I feel like I'm missing something, you guys. I'm missing something. I'll be right back. That's better. Yes. So if this is the first time that you're joining me for the Sketchbox unboxing, using, and review, what I do with these is I open them, look at what's in there, and then I create art with only what came inside of this box. It's a completely unplanned thing because I never know what's going to be in here. And then I go through each item and kind of talk about it and let you know how it performed and if I would personally buy it again or not. So why don't we get started? Without further ado, guys, let's get creative. Okay, moment of truth. Here we go. Okay, so we have everything laid out here. I'm just going to go through and just briefly talk about each item. So we've got a set of 4 Woodless Graphite Pencils, and this does come with an HB, 2B, 4B, and 6B. So that's these. It comes with a Faber-Castell. This is a Pitt Pastel pencil, and this is in the color cream. And then we have a charcoal pencil here, also from Faber-Castell, and it says it's in the medium hardness. It's not sharpened, so I will have to use a sharpener for that. And then we've got a Sketchbox signature 1/4" Chisel Tip Brush. Now this is kind of interesting because the last video I did was a Art Snacks mystery box, and it came with a chisel brush much like this one that did not have a plastic cover on the tip, and the tip was bent. So this is really great to see the tip on this is protected, and this looks like a really nice brush. All right, and then we have the Derwent Tinted Charcoal Paint Pan Set. I've not used anything like this before, so I'm really excited. I've not used charcoal in this way, and actually I didn't even know that Derwent had these sets. So I'm excited to explore this and see how it performs. And then we've got a nice large kneaded eraser. I like these, it's great. The paper that has come with the box is the Arnhem Bright White. It's 12 sheets in 4x6 size, and it's a pretty thick paper. And it has a slight texture to it, but I can see a variety of mediums being well accepted with this. And this box actually came with a, this is a magnet instead of a sticker. It says it's their 7-year anniversary, so they made a magnet instead of a sticker, which this is a nice design. I like that. Okay, so I am starting to really think about what I can make with all these, and let me go ahead and get my table set up with some water and a sharpener, and I'll be right back. All right, so here is where I ended up with my eye sketch. All right, let me kind of quickly run through all of these items here so we can kind of talk about them and how they were to use. Let's talk about these pencils here. These woodless pencils, they have a nice weight to them, and they shade well and do fine lines well, and their grade feels like what it should be, so no issues. These did well, and I like that there's 4 different lead hardness in the package, so that was a nice variety. This Do It Tinted Charcoal set is nice. I've not worked with something like this before. Well, I think the closest I think I've worked with something that does what this does would be the Derwent Inktense paint set, but the thing with those is those colors are very bold. With this, it's very washy, very light. I guess you could probably get it darker if you work at it, but I found it to be pretty light and definitely buildable. You do not have a lot of playtime with your marks, so it's not like watercolor to where you can kind of lift it off with your brush and kind of blend in a little bit. This does not do that. You lay down a mark, your mark is there. So that can be kind of nice. So this was fun to work with. I look forward to trying out more with this and sort of exploring more of what it can do. The other thing was the shade range in here is pretty neat. It's very subtle, but it's there, it works. Okay, so now we have this Kneaded Eraser. This worked great. No issues with the Kneaded Eraser. Recently, I had sort of tested out a dustless eraser that didn't end up being dustless. And, you know, I kept thinking about this is actually dustless, right? So, Kneaded Eraser, I like it. Okay, now we're to the charcoal pencil. I broke the lead on this trying to sharpen it. I lost count of how many times I did. I actually started to get pretty frustrated. You'll see how much I sharpened it trying to use it. Y'all, it did not go well. I tried, you know, a couple different sharpeners and I just could not get it to stop breaking. I don't know. Is it me? I mean, this is a good brand. Faber-Castell makes great stuff. So I don't want to blame the product necessarily, but how on earth do you sharpen it? Somebody let me know, because I think it's witchcraft. You need a little bit of magic right there. Oh boy, that did not go well. And then there's this one. This performed well. It was nice to have this sort of light cream color to sort of mix in with the other color palette. It worked nicely with it, I think. No issues with using it. I liked that it was already sharpened so that I did not whittle it down to, you know, I don't know I doubt I'm gonna be able to sharpen this ever. It's just broke and broke and broke. Anyway, hopefully this won't do the same. I don't know about the hardness here. It feels like it's got more to it than this one. This one really, I put a little pressure on it and it just, it did not like me, I'll tell you that. So this Faber-Castell cream colored pastel pencil was good. And then we have the brush, this Chisel Tip Brush. This worked nicely. It gave me a really good range of strokes.
That's what she said.
Michael. It could go very thin, it could go very thick. Okay, so what would I purchase again? I would say I would purchase everything again except for this. All of this worked well and I was excited to use, and like these two things were new to me. I had not used them before and I am excited to explore more with these. And then these pencils worked nicely. This was great, and then these two did well. So all of this I would purchase again. All in all, this is a great Sketchbox, and I think it's one of the better Sketchboxes that I've gotten. I'm really happy with this. So let me know if you know how to sharpen this. Please let me know. I'm gonna just whittle it down to a nub, I fear. Okay, well, that's all I've got for you today, folks. Thanks so much for joining me. I will see you guys next time. Bye.